Hello Beans, hello and welcome back to Ikidu Streams Beavers! Dangerzone Beavers! So we're in Timberborn again and we are part of the way through the final day of the drought here. I do speed things up just a smidge because there's not much happening at this point, but as you can see, the beavers look like they're on steroids. Woo! Go speed! Speedy boys. So I'm having a look to see how we can possibly get down the mountains at this point, because I need more space for crops and for trees and for various other bits, as well as worrying about water. You can see here that some of them are actually kind of thirsty. That's what the little drop is above their heads. So I've built some more tanks. Not quite realising that the water is actually too low right now for the pump. You'll see that in a second. I finally get the forester actually planting some things so we can get some more logs, because we're about to run out of the small bits that we've got. But and now you can see if I hover over the pump, 0% is moving. Like, it's stuck at 57 because the water is too low. That said, the water's low, but it looks like I'm probably only going to lose 2 carrots from this drought because the water doesn't reach back that far. So yeah, I also if I want to get up into these hills, probably need to investigate stairs sooner rather than later. We've got the timber, like the lumberjack guy, but I need space at this point. Yeah, space is a premium. We do have some stairs going up onto this hill though, so maybe not so bad. We build another pump just to see if we can speed things up, because we do only have one at the moment. And yeah, hold on beavers, we're out of the drought, but we're not out of the disaster, not yet. So hold on guys. At least they're still working while they're thirsty. I mean, you know, that's swings and roundabouts. So you can see them collecting some carrots over here. I've told them to plant because they aren't, so you can tell them to focus on one of 2 things. Planting or harvesting. So I've told them to focus on harvesting during the drought, so I had to switch it back to the other one, just so I can get the crop going again. So yes, I've also realised we've got an unfulfilled job. Since we've got the second pump out now, there was a vacancy and there was not a beaver to fill it, so we switched that up a little bit as well. There we are. I can now investigate the stairs. Do I need to? Probably not, because we've got the handy little stairs that are on the hill already. The trouble now is, if we get another drought soon, we are completely going to be wrecked, because we have no water stored in our tanks. We have we have very little access to water at the moment. The pumps are starting to go again, so that's good, right? Yeah. Poor little beavers. Poor little beavers, but I do think, I mean, we just had one die of old age, but I don't think we lost any to starvation or thirst during the drought, so I'm going to consider that a win. I'm going to consider that an out-and-out win. Although food's not going to be a trouble just yet, but it might be. So we're finally getting some water. Not really enough, but and now I'm wondering about trying to get the beavers and various other stuff up into the hills, because I need space. I need space. Space is a premium here on this absolutely toxic map. So we're going to get some more large piles in here, because we have planks. We only have storage right now for logs. I did look to see if I could put it on the hill, but there just isn't any space right now, because the pathways are kind of tight, so it has to go on the green grass. I have no other option at this point, so we're gonna have to go for it. I do keep looking at the stairs and the platforms, because I keep thinking about putting some more bungalows on top of the currently existing bungalows, which we can see here, me giving it a go. Because the water isn't particularly running, I've had to use the otherwise known as shame wheel for the lumber mill. So you have got a poor little beaver running around in there right now, getting thoroughly fed up with me. So, yeah. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. We also struggle to find the right amount of space for getting this stairs in, which means again we have to destroy some of the crop because you can't put a stair on a pathway, they have to go round it. I'll be honest, I've struggled with that quite a bit in the other games I've played, because you can't have beavers going through the stairs, it has to curve round or go up, so as you're using platforms it gets really finicky. And uh-oh! We've got another drought coming! I guess this is what it means to play hard mode, to play Danger Beavers. Oh boy. That's not good. Well, I mean we're nearly at 100, well, maybe not. We're yeah, oh there we go, 100 water. Okay, we might be okay. We probably won't be okay. These beavers might not last very long. I'm trying to get some more crops in place, so I take out some of the berries, because then I can try and get a pathway over to the other green bit. Maybe I can take over another green area towards the top or the bottom, or even get part of the way around this lake. That might work. Even if it gives me access into other trees and other bits, I'm gonna have to figure this out at some point. For now, early doors. So for now, this will do. But yeah, so we're gonna get some carrots in here, some more, because that's at least a good source of food. I have found out while playing this game actually that the berries you tend to get overwhelmed in the warehouses with the berries. There are a lot. They do seem to generate quite easily. So if you're struggling for food, maybe plant some berries. If you're struggling for food, but you do end up getting a bit overwhelmed, and I want my beavers from the farm really to be focusing on that, so I'm potentially even moving up into the hills to get some more crops down. We've now caught up with the water, which is good, because the drought is exactly half a day away now. 1.5 days, apologies. So we're going with another pump, just to be sure. Just to be sure. Just in case. Yeah. Although, you know, we've got happy beavers because we've got the fire pit, we've got some water, we've got some food, but, yeah. I guess they could survive this, maybe? I say this with some trepidation. Also, trees take a really long time to grow. Is that a stupid comment? That feels like a stupid comment. This is at the point I realise that they can talk. And then spend quite some time poking on them to find out what else do they say. 1 day away from the drought. Dun dun dun. And I mean, it could be worse. It could be worse. Here we are expanding some of the cohabitation thingies, so I can get some more beavers to fill some more jobs. Because right now, if you look in the top left corner, I have a couple of jobs that are beaver lists, so we want to expand our population, which might be crazy because we don't have much food, we don't have much water, but we need beavers to do things in order for beavers to survive, so at some point expanding the population is a requirement, a need. So we're just gonna get that going. It's still in the wrong place, it's still on the green grass, which is kind of what I need to plant crops on, but it's gonna be tight, it's gonna be a pinch. You can see there I've built it, and I haven't got the platform investigated yet, so I'm going to have to wait, and it's just going to have to look like it's not connected to any district for now, because, yeah, I kind of jumped ahead there and built the lodges before I had all the platforms in place. But we do appear to have plenty of water now, at least, as we head into the drought on day 8 of cycle 2. So, and it's a 7-day one. You are kidding me. 7 days of drought. I mean, I've got 200 water and only a couple of beavers, so maybe we're okay. But 7 days? You've got to be kidding. What? Oh, that's gonna be a toughie. Another building's gone up, and I still don't have a platform. And we still have beavers not doing work. Oh, oh. Noob alert, noob alert. Oh dear. Oh, come on, beavers. Research harder. Research harder. Come now. Honestly, this game is addictive. Absolutely addictive. I wholeheartedly recommend it. It's got every kind of transport tycoon feeling about it with a mild amount of threat. And as I mentioned last time, if all of your beavers die, that's it. That's the end of the game. There's no way to purchase more beavers. There's no way to restart your colony. You just got to close the game and start again. So it has got a very nice level of threat. So you do need to be very careful with your resource management and also what you're doing where, which is something that I didn't really maybe account for first time round, and then realised, oh yeah, I need to be a bit more careful with this. So yeah, possibly something to bear in mind next time. You can see me here struggling with how to get upstairs again. I didn't realise that once you get the double platform, the too high platform, you can place it over stairs. I also didn't have that investigated at that point, so yeah, you can use the platforms to go over the top of stairs. Oh, come on, beavers. Come on, beavers, hurry up. Nobody's pumping either, but then I guess the water's too low for that. Although, if the tanks are full, I don't need them working in there yet. But, we are finally, though, getting the houses connected up, and beavers are starting to live in them, so we're increasing the population during the middle of a drought. Standard practice, obviously. Standard. Yeah. Loving the threat. Loving the threat. This is you can build platforms in the water. If you saw that there where the platform turned green, it means I can build it. But it needs to get water. More water! And more logs and more trees and more things, so I can actually get further in this danger beaver area. We've got a couple now going, and we've got I think I need another timber mill, maybe. Lumber thingy, because I haven't got many planks. I've got a lot of logs, but not many planks. Might be okay. Again, struggling to figure out how to do stairs up without blocking paths. As you can see there, I've kind of blocked that one, so I have to go another 2 blocks over towards the gather flag. So I've destroyed that and decided maybe let's not do that just yet, as we try and figure that out. So it's just something to bear in mind if you're going to get this game, is how to position your stairs to get the maximum benefit, because if you put them in the wrong place, you can't build other things there. So yeah. The carrots are still alive. Yay! Yay! Come on, beavers. Come on, beavers. I need irrigation tanks. I need pumps. I need water thingies. I need everything immediately now, so that I can actually start to use some of this. And even now, I'm kind of wondering, can I block off that puddle behind us, or the one below, so I can then maybe get access to building areas down in these different wells, these big holes, because space is at a premium. We destroy those as well there because they're not watered, so there's no point in keeping them right now. So we're gonna use the space for something else. I'm not sure yet what, but we're gonna use it for something else because space is a premium. This is me also wondering, you have other options of blocking off water. So you have dams, you have floodgates, you have levees, which are, to be honest, I use the levees a little bit like building blocks rather than actual captions for water, because later on you do get the option to build terrain blocks, but it's really expensive to do. Because you then have to build the dirt excavator. So I just use the levee blocks as regular building blocks if you needed one in a particular place, or platforms, because you can build on the top of platforms. So worth bearing in mind. We're going to get some more crops planted since we've got more beavers in the colony, and maybe make it to the end of this drought. Maybe. So yeah, that's about it for this episode. It'll update on a weekly basis, and I think these episodes are going to be a bit shorter as I speed up the actual gameplay and narrate over the top of it afterwards. So you've got a shorter video this time. I hope that's okay with you guys. If it gets a bit more complex, I will slow it down again and tailor it based on feedback or whatever. I'm always open to suggestions for improvement. Absolutely shoot it my direction. But I hope you enjoyed this next episode of the Dangerzone Beavers. Ah! I feel like it needed that R. I am certainly enjoying the challenge. So yeah, I'll see you next week. Ta-ta, beans. See you soon.